Hello! How is everyone? I miss you guys. I'm not the only one missing you guys either. The goldfish are starved for attention these days. Indiana's been taking care of them, but they sure do miss you guys. They're actually really good at this whole sheltering in place thing. They haven't left their fish tank a single day. So I am a YouTuber now. It's one of my first times on this side of the camera, so please be forgiving of any hiccups that might happen along the way. Okay, we're just going to get into it. This week we are going to be talking about, amongst other things, we're going to be talking about frogs. Now, frogs are kind of amazing creatures, amazing animals. What are some things that you guys already know about frogs? Good one. They hop. They start as tadpoles. Ooh, some are poisonous. Poisonous. I think I spelled that wrong. I wish you guys were here to correct my spelling. What I think is most amazing about frogs is kind of the journey they go through in their life, the life cycle. So when they're born as eggs and they hatch and then they are tadpoles. And then as they get older, they start to grow little legs. And then they start to grow their front arm. And their tail shrinks and they start to move on to land. And then they're a fully grown frog at the end. Do you guys know what type of animal that is that lives in the water and on land? If you said amphibian, yes, you were correct. So this week, depending upon what packet you got, there's a couple different books we will be reading this week. Some of you may have gotten this book, How Frogs Grow. And now I am going to attach a link to this video, and I'm also going to send this document to each of you. But if you click on this, it will take you to a YouTube video, How Frogs Grow, and it is me reading the story. And apparently that's what I really sound like. Some other of you have the book Frogs and Toads, and then some of my friends didn't get a book but are reading on Epic Books, and actually anybody can do this, Indiana. And here's a book called About Frogs. And the nice thing is all these books have kind of the same information in them. But those are 3 options for books. You will have got one, or you can also choose to read this one. After you read it yourself or click on the link and have me read it with you, there's another link. It's going to send you to Flipgrid. And I just want you to tell me something that you learned about frogs that you might not have known before. We already know some things about frogs, but I know there's lots of good information in these books that you may have just learned. And I kind of picked frogs because I think it's finally starting to be spring out. Spring makes me think of things growing and things being born. And in fact, at our house, we had a Christmas tree set up outside, and we were busy and lazy, I guess, and we forgot to take it down in time. So a little robin had actually made a nest. One of the baby birds was actually hatching the other day. You can kind of see it there. So spring always makes you think of things being born and growing. And so I thought, oh, being born, growing, changing, that's a frog right there. It's also been a little while, so we're just going to kind of review some addition. Let's start with a rather simple problem. Let's do 7 plus 5. What is a strategy we could do to solve this problem? Well, if we're good at our facts, we might just know 7 plus 5 is, or we could start with our big number and we could count up 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Starting with your big number and counting up, you could use either touch dots, you could use your fingers, you could use your toes, you could just draw little dots off to the side. Uh-oh, I used a Sharpie. 1 second. Ta-da! Magic. Let's try one that's a little bit harder. 7,432 plus 3,769. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to start in our ones column, and we're going to add up 9, 10, 11. We write our 1. We carry our 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We write our 0. Carry our 10s. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We write our 2, carry our 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 7,432 plus 3,769 is 11,201. I know you guys are pretty good at this. Just a little bit of review. And that time I wrote in dry erase marker. All right, we are going to sort of end things today with a riddle of the week. Our riddle this week is, if you were to kiss one of these, then your lips might want to rinse, although it might be worth trying in case it turns into a prince. So, if you know the answer to this riddle, comment on this video, and I will send you an autographed picture of myself. I look forward to hearing from you all. I wish we were together. Take care. Stay safe.